You think you know me? Say I'm as cold-hearted as they come. You think I'm slowly cutting my ties with you, that I'm done. Here's what you don't know. Feelings, they grow slow. I've just been caring for mine. Now I can feel it. Now
1:16 a.m. here. We already did the Happy New Year's BS, okay?
Good morning, everybody. Dough Cookie back. Now, it has been a little while since you've seen this face. I took a little break, mainly for holidays, but also because I was feeling very, very uninspired by Foodie. Not that I didn't have feelings, not that I didn't have ideas, not that I didn't have thoughts, because yes, I have been watching along. I've just started to find it really, really hard to watch her all by herself and react to her. I had so much to say, but it was all just the same thing over and over. She's vile, she's disgusting, she's ignorant, she's rude, she's a hypocrite. It's all the same stuff. It's all the same behaviours that we saw in Canada. She's basically living the same life that she was in Canada, sitting in a room, just eating all the time, going off about people and things that she doesn't actually understand. She feels like she has some allies now with the two idiots in the attic. And she's got Sala. And the fact that she's got Sala, and she doesn't have Sala in the way that you'd normally have a supportive partner. She has Sala in name only. She can say, yes, this is my husband, because he's agreed to pretend to be her husband, or they are married in Kuwait. Whatever their arrangement is, he's in on it. So he can say, this is my wife, Chantal. The thing with Chantal is that now that she has Sala, she feels emboldened. She feels empowered. That no matter what she does, no matter what she says about who on any topic, how awful and disgusting and ignorant and mean and uneducated and just downright degrading she is, she'll always have Sala to go, yay, that's my cutie patootie, that's my wife, she's awesome. Fake. Because at the end of the day, if nobody else is around, at least she thinks we'll have him to say she's wonderful and right. Now, I can honestly say that if I had a partner talking to people on the internet like that, I would most definitely have something to say to them behind the scenes or directly on camera. Like, that's out of pocket, that's out of order. But he's buying into it. I honestly think, because at the beginning it was different, right? She was trying to be modest and low voice and speaking softly, and guys, this is the new me. And she couldn't even say things like, kiss my butt. Now she is reading people to filth in her juvenile 10-year-old boy way. And he just, whatever. So, knowing what I know about people with eating disorders, I.e. me being one, the anger when you don't get the food you want, the rage, the tantrums, I reckon she's browbeat this man into submission. He's like, it's not even worth the fight or the aggro. I'm just going to let her do whatever I want because I don't care. And at the end of the day, I'm going to get what I want. Then I can just piss off and go and do whatever I want and whoever I want. This is for now. He's like, I am the prize. And Chantal is not the prize. The papers are the prize. So he is really just gritting, digging in his heels and just sucking it up. And he's thinking, I've only got 3 more weeks until she goes home. I've only got 3 more weeks until she goes home. And then he can get himself organised. And then when she goes back, if she goes back, I don't think she will. When she goes back, he'll just deal with her all over again. But he'll be used to it. He'll be ready. He'll be prepared. And he'll have time to have let off steam, go and do whoever he wants while she's not there. Because distance doesn't matter when you're married, Chantal. Just remember that. Doesn't matter when you're thousands and thousands of miles away. It's okay. It's all right. And I thought it was very strange that they didn't spend New Year's together. Now, they may have been in the same house, but I would be angry too and annoyed, but I wouldn't be raging on YouTube if my husband spent 4 hours playing computer games on the brand new year beginning. We're a brand new couple. We've only been together not even 3 months. It's New Year's Eve. The new year is turning over. We could be planning our life together, celebrating, having music, having fun, watching music. We know they've got plenty of snacks for guests. Be having chocolate croissants out the wazoo, Kit Kats, Buenos. Get a massive barbecue, enough for 10 people, eat it all by myself. Wouldn't you be celebrating with them? And certainly be having a kiss at midnight. No, not sitting in the bedroom. Maybe, no, because you would have heard it. I was thinking maybe you had some friends over and that's why they had to have the living room, but we would have heard them because the walls are really thin in the dungeon that they live in. So they didn't spend it together. Now, New Year's for me is a very romantic, fun, letting loose kind of holiday. Chantal didn't get to have that experience with her brand new husband, which I find very, very strange because she's a party gal. She loves to get down. She likes to rip it up. I mean, that's what she was doing the last 12 months with Natty Daddy. She was all hotel beezing and smoking math, doing lots of math, and the Coca-Cola. Like, you would think somebody with that kind of personality, a little bit of a personality, would want to be having fun with her brand new husband on that day. I just don't understand it. I mean, my husband and I have been married for 13 years? 12 years now. 12 years, it'll be 13 years, 2023. And even because we don't normally get to spend a lot of New Year's together because he goes away, because his family lives far away, and I work retail. So I often have to work New Year's Day, New Year's Eve, and then Boxing Day. So Christmases are a bit for me. But he goes and spends it with his family because they've got the time and he's got the time, and I'm working, so it's a moot point. So he was actually home this year. He didn't go away for Christmas. He was here this year. So New Year's, we actually went out and did something. A spur of the moment. Went to the beach and watched some fireworks. Had a little sneaky drink. That was great. And we've been married for a long time. And we still did something romantic together. Like, mind you, we were at home by 11 o'clock and in bed asleep. But we still went out because it's a new year. And we're a couple and we were alone and we didn't have kids to, sort of like watch and run around after and make sure they're having a good time. We could focus on us. And Chantal and Salah only have each other. I think he went out. I think he went with his friends and Chantal was alone and she was mad and pissed off, and that's why she yelled at everybody else, because she's not going to yell at Salah about that, is she? I mean, what's she going to do? She can't do anything about it. She can't leave. She can't pick up her car keys and piss off. She has to stay where she's at. She is stunted. Now, she thinks she's traveling the world. She's making moves. She's shaking. She got on a plane in Part A, went to Doha, Part B, went to Doha, to Kuwait, Part C. And since then, we've seen a couple of zoos, lots of fast food, and a science centre. And the mall. Nothing really distinctively amazing. Oh, we did forget the wonderful museum with all the bullet holes and all that stuff. That was pretty entertaining, wasn't it, guys? Yep. So we haven't seen a lot. For the amount of time that she's been there, we actually haven't really seen much diversity. We've seen a lot of food and a lot of eating. Really not great or enticing food, but we've seen food. I would have thought the way she says, I'm traveling the world. What are you doing? We're going to work. We're paying our mortgages. We're looking after our kids. We're planning travel. We're saving up for travel. We're trying to find time to travel because we have different lives to what you do. You sit, eat, get paid, have no responsibilities, and can go wherever you want. And yet you still choose to travel thousands of miles and sit in a room and eat yourself to death. You've still managed to gain a bunch of weight while you're over there. And you've got all this extra exercise, but you're still managing to gain weight. You may not be gaining it as fast as you would in Canada, but you are still gaining weight. And I'm not saying that to fat shame her, because I don't give a... Fat, skinny, she's just a piece of work. She's a nasty human being, whether she'd be skinny or fat, because the person lives inside here. This is the Chantal. The outside is irrelevant. The fact that you haven't addressed any of your addictions before you left, they're still prevalent for you in Kuwait. You thought you were going to be so happy with Salah. You wouldn't need treatment. You wouldn't need any extra help because you being so happy was going to fix everything. Where is that happiness now, Chantal? Where is it? You seem to be eating yourself. You're rage eating. We've seen you. We've seen this in Canada. You are no different to when you were living in Canada. Absolutely not. And for the things that you said to Breezy, here comes my panther line. The things that you said to Breezy about her child and about her addictions are moot. Doesn't count. Because your theory of past behaviour is it gets erased after like maybe 2 months. It's not relevant anymore. So anything that happened with Breezy or Breezy did 5 years ago or 2 years ago or 5 months ago or 2 months ago is irrelevant because we wipe the past clean. We don't bring it up. We don't talk about it. It doesn't matter. If that rule applies to you, it also applies to Breezy, it also applies to Nada, and it also applies to DT. Any of those behaviours, hi honey, come in my boy. He's wearing a sock because he's been scratching himself crazy. Or any of their behaviours don't matter anymore. So all this raging at people, none of it counts. You can only yell at them for stuff that they're doing right in that moment, in the immediate. Maybe an hour ago, maybe yesterday. If they did something shitty yesterday, you can yell about that. But other than that, according to Foodie Beauty logic, you can't reprimand people for their past behaviours. We can't talk about yours, so you can't talk about theirs. That's how it works. So yes, so I hope everyone's had a wonderful New Year's and have had a little bit of a break. I don't know what my Chantal future looks like. I don't really want to watch her anymore. I'll only watch her through reaction channels, so doing reactions myself might be hard. If something pops up, I'll probably do something, but I will just be doing content that I like. Baby clothes, small vlogs, little trips, daily check-ins, funny stuff, I don't know. But I mean, if you want to hang around, that's great, and if you don't, that's okay too. I just hope everyone has a wonderful, healthy, joyful New Year's. And if you want to like, comment and subscribe just to say hi, that'd be great too. Bye.
I'm a globetrotter. You and I 비교나 하지마 우리 너무 달라 we just different 나 좀 봐라 여자나 집이나 세차 나가신다 너무 빨라 I'm a globetrotter. You and I 비교나 하지마 우리 너무 달라 we just different 나 좀 봐라 여자나 집이나 세차 나가신다 너무 빨라 I'm a globetrotter. 지금부터 시작이야 한턱에 money calls 세계 리듬이야 한턱에 money meant the moves I've been killing it now 아직 랩이 미쳐버린 범인 아니니까 하더라봐 미래로 돌아가 doing it cause I'm fly now 비그러 더 알아 지가지 못하잖아 켜보지만 나의 실력이 no visa 뉴욕에서 한국까지 everybody raving visa I'm balling out cause I'm a globetrotter yeah 나처럼 잘 나가는 래퍼 불러 yeah 내 소미 나가다가 everybody staring I don't need to play with rockets 나의 빗줄 내지 I'm a globetrotter. You and I 비교나 하지마 우리 너무 달라 we just different 나 좀 봐라 여자나 집이나 세차 나가신다 너무 빨라 I'm a globetrotter. You and I 비교나 하지마 우리 너무 달라 we just different 나 좀 봐라 여자나 집이나 세차 나가신다 너무 빨라 I'm a globetrotter. Trotter 나 계속 올라가다 I know all about it body 소리 너무 많이 친다 빨리 들어가래 how we sound it 자리 빨리 비켜 내가 온다니까 받아하지 못한 나 실려왔다니까 너 계속 여기 맴돌아 와라 말은 두바이 I'm a globetrotter 이 신발에도 절대 멈추진 않아 You know I gotta go 내 시간 넌 잡아 집중 focus all you know is the guala Boy you slacking people talking 말만 하지 ain't no action 만만하게 보였던 사람들 다 subtracting globetrotting 시작도 안 돼서 지금부터 앞으로 You know I'm only going up yeah You could call me filthy, KID 해서 I hit a 마지 92 broken 9 third eye 열지 기본 I just keep on cause I'm curveball 가지 I'm a globetrotter You and I 비교나 하지마 우리 너무 달라 we just different 나 좀 봐라 여자나 집이나 세차 나가신다 너무 빨라 I'm a globetrotter. You and I 비교나 하지마 우리 너무 달라 we just different 나 좀 봐라 여자나 집이나 세차 나가신다 너무 빨라 I'm a globetrotter. Trotter